Hello, and welcome to Animal Chiropractic Clinic Chatter, a podcast where Dr. O from All Creatures Every Spine interviews doctors and animal owners that utilize animal chiropractic to get their unique perspectives. Yes, it's really a thing. Dr. O utilizes his 30 years of experience as both an animal chiropractor and veterinarian, and to dig deep into the discussion of complex issues affecting the lives of your animal friends and companions. Join us for this educational episode. Thanks for joining us for this portion of the episode as Dr. O begins to answer the question, what is animal chiropractic? He will look at how the chiropractic adjustment is a valuable and viable treatment for what ails your animals.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Animal Chiropractic Clinic Chatter. This is Dr. O, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. Let me start with a question. What is animal chiropractic? You've probably heard about chiropractic care for humans, but did you know that animals can also benefit from it? That's exactly what we'll be diving into today. Animal chiropractic is a natural, non-invasive approach to healthcare that focuses on the relationship between the spine and the nervous system. Just like in people, when an animal's spine is misaligned, it can affect how the nervous system functions. And because the nervous system controls every part of the body, those misalignments, what we call subluxations, can cause discomfort, reduced mobility, or even impact your pet's overall health. Chiropractic adjustments help restore proper alignment so the nervous system can work the way it was designed to, promoting balance, mobility, and most importantly, healing. Now, let's talk about why chiropractic is such a powerful tool for natural healing in pets. Our bodies and our animals' bodies are designed to heal themselves. The role of chiropractic is to remove the interference that gets in the way of that healing process. For example, maybe your dog is having trouble jumping up onto the couch like he used to, or your horse isn't moving as smoothly during rides. These aren't just signs of aging. Often, they're the result of spinal misalignments that put stress on the nervous system and muscles. A gentle adjustment restores motion, reduces tension, and allows the body's own healing power to kick in. No drugs, no surgery, just the body doing what it was created to do. And here's the exciting part. When animals receive regular chiropractic care, it doesn't just help them recover from problems, it helps them stay well. Improved performance, more energy, better mobility, and even a calmer demeanor are all things pet parents notice when their animals are adjusted regularly. So when we ask, what is animal chiropractic? The answer is simple. It's a way to help your pets live their best lives by allowing their bodies to heal naturally from the inside out. Remember, the body heals one way only: above, down, inside, and out. So keep your animals adjusted. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Dr. O, and I hope you and your pets have a lovely, healthy day.
Make sure to visit our website, allcreatureseveryspine.com, where you can subscribe to the show and learn more about getting your animals adjusted. If you are in the Meridian, Texas area, drop in on a Tuesday afternoon to get your animals adjusted. If that isn't possible, schedule a consultation on your animal's health with Dr. O. You can also purchase a copy of Dr. O's book, Yes, It's Really a Thing.
Help helping others experience an abundant life with the gift, art, and blessing that is animal chiropractic is our sole mission at All Creatures Every Spine. It's what we do. It's what we love. It truly is what keeps us motivated to help people just like you. I truly love the art of chiropractic. It drives me to provide the highest level of chiropractic possible. And as fellow chiropractic business owners, it's that love that drives us to become better. However, the reality is that sometimes running a successful business can be challenging. Sometimes there can be obstacles to overcome. We all know the old saying, if it were easy, everyone would do it. Well, one thing that is really easy is marketing our clinic with a professional animal chiropractic website by the Chiro Website Pro, Tony Seymour. He's a professional web designer, and his team at Chiro Website Pro take good care of us. They simply make marketing our practice 100% hassle-free. If you're looking for the #1 hands-free way to market your practice, give the Chiro Website Pro a call at 423-779-4630 or simply visit www.chirowebsitepro.com and make sure you ask them about the special ACES discount and let them know Dr. Amy and Dr. O sent you. You'll be glad.
Hello everyone, and welcome to barfworld.com. If you're seeing this video, it typically means you're interested in trying our 90-day challenge. If your pet is suffering from allergies, kidney issues, obesity, diabetes, or even cancer, our food can help with that. So if you're ready to see your pet's health dramatically improve in just 90 days, call us and schedule your consultation today. Hope to talk to you guys soon.
Heroes come in all shapes and sizes. For me, my hero is Frank, my best friend. But even the greatest heroes need help sometimes. Frank and I were at the park the other day when he started limping and favoring his left leg. I didn't see what happened, but I could tell something was wrong. So we went to see Frank's favorite vet, Yvette. Yvette the vet. After running some tests, she determined that Frank had torn his ACL. His best option was surgery. But unfortunately for me, surgery wasn't an option. So what could I possibly do to be a hero to my hurting hero? That was when Yvette told us about Hero Braces. She took a quick cast of his leg and said this mold would be used to create a biomechanically designed stifle brace, custom-made just for Frank, allowing his body's natural healing processes to take over and stabilize the knee. About 2 weeks later, she fitted the brace and gave us the green light to walk, hike, and snuggle, and do all the activities that Frank and I were used to doing. It was that simple. Hero braces are lightweight, don't stretch or tear, and are durably designed to last the life of your dog. So Frank can get back to being Frank. Like I said, heroes come in all shapes and sizes. And lucky for us, so do Hero Braces.
Join us as Dr. O interviews a certified chiropractor, veterinarian, or an animal owner. These enthusiastic people explain how they utilize animal chiropractic to alter the lives of the animals in their communities.
Welcome to another episode of Animal Chiropractic Clinic Chatter. I'm your host, Dr. O. Today, in the part of Who is Animal Chiropractic, we're here with Dr. Kim. Dr. Kim, tell us a little bit about your practice.
Okay. Well, I was a human chiropractor for 35 years and always wanted to work with animals. So at a certain point, I said, if I need to make the change now. So I closed my office of 35 years. I went to school at ACES, studied animal chiropractic for about a year, and then I became certified. It took me a little while to find a veterinarian's office to work with. So at that time, I started working with people part-time and then found a veteran office to work with. And that's where I've been for the last 4 years.
Cool. All right. So what's your biggest win with animal chiropractic?
Okay. Well, with all animals, it's a win because animals are people's, that's part of their life. So if their animal's feeling better, it's a win. But a paralyzed animal that walks after receiving chiropractic adjustments is about the biggest win I could think of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because most of them have been told there's no hope. And
most of them have been told to put the dog down or to go through a very expensive surgery that might help and might not. So it's a quick way to find out that your paralyzed dog can walk.
Cool. Yeah. And each one takes different amount of time. Some of them, it's like one visit. Some of them, it's 3 or 4 visits. But each visit is building on the visit before, and they get better and better.
Yes.
So is there one case that sticks out in your mind as being,
Yes. There is one. And the owner called. She had pulled the dog very aggressively in the neck with the leash, and he literally became paralyzed right there. She got the dog home. She called me. I guess I'd seen the dog, I'd say a month before, and she was devastated because she'd gone to the vet. They said to put the dog down right away. He would never walk. So for 3 days, she called me approximately 3 times a day because he was just lethargic. He wasn't eating, wasn't drinking. And I helped her through that whole weekend until I could adjust the dog. And so I just adjusted the atlas. As we've learned, you adjust the atlas first with a paralyzed dog. And he is now back to the park that he was at before, running with the dogs. She sent me a video of him running at the beach. Took a little time, but had I not called and talked with her for those 3 days, she may have put him down.
Yeah.
They need that support that have to give it time.
Yep. Yeah. And a lot of people don't understand. They go and they get those drugs on the first visit, and then you really can't adjust them for a while.
Yes. And she did not use drugs.
Good. I mean, that's a big thing. We have one right now that's getting better, but it's after the second visit, it's a lot better. But it was on 3 drugs.
Yeah.
That all contribute. Now I'm not going to say because it was paralyzed. It went to the veterinarian, but it got 3 drugs that contributed to the hind end paralysis, all listed as a side effect.
Yes.
And then she was going to go after between the first visit and the second visit, she was going to go get her monthly allergy shot, which one of the side effects for the monthly allergy shot is nerve problems.
Yes.
And it was like, nah.
Yeah. And that's probably another really big component is when they come in on 3 or 4 different drugs.
Yeah.
Because as a chiropractor, we cannot prescribe or take them off the medication, but we can maybe suggest. And they usually want to when they come in for chiropractic. They want to start weaning that down.
Yeah. And how's that? As a veterinarian, my question is, well, because I'm not the one that put them on those drugs, but it's, how's that working for you?
Yeah. Yeah. I think there was a pit bull once. He was on 3 drugs for 6 years. And she took him within a month. He was off everything. He'd lost 8 pounds, energy galore, but it was her idea. She wanted to take him off. Yeah, but he'd been on them for many, many years.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, those are, big deals when those things happen. And of course, we're the bad guys at first because from the other veterinarian, because, so that's always hard to stick up. But anyway, yes. So what do you wish animal owners knew about animal chiropractic?
I wish they knew that they understood that it is primary health care for their animals. It'd be horses, dogs, cats, anything that restoring the nerve flow and keeping it open is health care for humans also. That's why we have maintenance visits. That we're keeping that nerve flow open, and range of motion, exercise, good food, raw food is going to keep their animal healthier and happier.
Yeah, healthier and happier. You bet. Yeah. So what about what do you wish all veterinarians knew about animal chiropractic? What would you tell them?
That animal chiropractic is a huge adjunct for their practice. It's actually, it would be a benefit. I think that they would be busier if they had animal chiropractic in their office, because there's regulations on immunizations, and dogs do sometimes have illnesses. They have to come in. So working together with an animal chiropractor, I think it would increase the number of animals they had coming in.
And help them with their hard cases too.
Oh, yeah, especially the knees, the ACLs that aren't torn. We have restored, not we ourselves, but by providing the care to the animal, they didn't require surgery.
Right. That's one thing that's hard for chiropractors to do, is not take the credit. I mean, because we don't heal anything. No. I mean, as a veterinarian, it was really easy to take the credit and pretty easy to take the blame, and when we realize that it's not us that heals the body, it's the innate. Every person is responsible for healing their own body.
Yes.
And as healthcare workers, we just need to try to stay out of their body's way.
Yeah. And as part of education, because I do provide a lot of education that I received through ACEs in the education, I think as long as they know, I tell them it's not me, because they will do that. You think you did this, and you have to tell them, no, your dog did this, because we gave them the tools to do it. Right. So give them the credit, and then give them the owner credit if they feed them well and exercise and that. So yeah, it is always nice to hear when they thank you, but it's really the end. We're just giving them the tools. That's it.
Right. We're just facilitators.
We're just facilitators. Yes.
Yes. Healthcare facilitators. So yes. Yeah, I mean, it's really difficult. But, and one of the things about teaching is that we've got right now, I have 3 paralyzed dogs working right now.
Wow.
Okay. In different stages of paralyzation, all started last week, and I haven't seen any of them.
You haven't seen this?
I haven't seen any of them. One was 7.5 hours away, but they were willing to drive. And so I got on and found a student close to them, and that dog's better. Another one was from Mississippi and called, and if I didn't know anybody close, they were going to put the dog to sleep. When it ended up, there was somebody right across the river.
Wow.
And then the third one is a faceplant moment. So she called me. This lady had a paralyzed Frenchie, which is a breed that's prone to issues in the neck, not in the back, but they're in the neck. Although we would tell them that. And her Frenchie was paralyzed, and she had taken it home for a couple days to just, but she was probably going to euthanize it. And she had to go get her Botox injections.
Okay.
And she didn't want to pay the cancellation fee.
Okay.
Even though she was crying. And so she hadn't quit crying in like 3 days, but she had to go pay the no-show fee, right? So this is, how important that no-show fee is as professionals,
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, so she gets to the nurse practitioner that's going to inject her Botox, and, it's like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? I can't really do this procedure. Well, I didn't want to have to pay the no-show and blah, blah, blah. And my dog's paralyzed and I'm going to have to put him down. And the nurse practitioner was an ex-patient.
Oh.
She owned a dog that was an ex-patient
Oh.
that before I moved the last time. And so she's like, oh, well, you got to call this guy before you do anything. And
It was you.
so she called me, and I'm like, okay, it's only 2.5 hour drive. So come on down and we'll get your dog adjusted and do all this. And she goes, well, last week I had cervical fusion in my neck and I can't drive for 2.5 hours. I can't drive that far. Do you know somebody closer? Well, I do, but I don't know if anybody's around because a lot of them are still students in chiropractic college. And so anyway, I've tried to make some phone calls and there was still one in town that has gotten through the important part of our program. So made it happen where they met up. The dog got adjusted twice and so doing good. But so we have 3 dogs that were paralyzed that we've been able to help through students in the last week.
Yes. Through referring.
Right. But none of them had heard of animal chiropractic outright.
Yeah. And
and knew where there was an animal chiropractor. The one lady that was going to drive 7.5 hours, I worked on one of her dogs, I think 6.5 years ago at an event, and talked to her about it. And then she ended up leaving it at a trainer's close to me, and we worked on it till we got it better. And then she took it home, and then she hadn't done anything with chiropractic since. And this is a different dog. And so she didn't know any animal chiropractors near her. The lady in Alabama had been at a meeting that I talked at 2 years ago on public speaking. And there was all professions there, but we were all there to learn about being better public speakers and work on our elevator speech, our spiel, right? And she happened to be in my small group. And so when, she was, I think she was a banking investor or had something to do with banking. And of course, when she, and I told her what I did, well, I'm an animal chiropractor. And is that really a thing?
yeah, is it a thing? I know. And you have your book. You have your book.
And I said, well, yes, it is a thing. And we talked a little bit. And she said, oh, well, I'm sure I'll never need one.
2 years later.
Yeah, she calls me up. So the big thing about animal chiropractic, I think, is just getting the word out, letting people know that, hey, it is a thing. It does work. Try it.
Yes. And I think it is spreading. It is spreading. As I do have dog, they drive a long way to get their dog adjusted. I think it is, people are understanding that it's healthcare for their animals.
And I try to, find people close all the time. And by the time this airs, I think Animal Chiropractic Education Source will have a map, an alumni map,
yes,
with pins on it. So if you're listening and don't know an animal chiropractor in your area, Animal Chiropractic Education.com, you'll be able to go there and find the map, the alumni map, and you'll be able to find a chiropractor close to you.
Yeah, that will be fantastic.
That'll be we're working on it. It's a work in progress, like always,
Yes.
And so anyway, what would you tell chiropractors that were thinking about adding
Animals?
Animals, yes.
I'd say, absolutely. I try to, if you could do it in conjunction with your, chiropractic education at the same time. But if you're already a chiropractor, number one, it's so motivating, and it kind of gets you excited again about what you're doing. Because if you do something for 20, 30 years, adding animal chiropractic is a big positive. And you're helping these animals and the owners. you're really helping them because you're seeing how happy it makes their family when their animal can move again or jump on the couch like they shouldn't, jump up and down and just be happy again. So and absolutely adding it to the practice. That's good.
So I know sometimes you come to Mastermind. Why do you show up at Mastermind
so much? Yeah, because we meet 2 to 3 times a month. I learn something every single Mastermind from either a veterinarian or a chiropractor. Just maybe some little bit of information that it kind of puts a piece together. Something it wasn't missing. It just adds to the education, to my knowledge. So every week I'm just getting more and more knowledgeable. And with that just comes more confidence and excitement, because you always want to learn something new.
Right. And you have to hear something 3 times before it's true, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So every time I leave there, I have my little notepad. I sit and write notes, and I have something new to tell somebody or something new to look at, or maybe try a different adjusting technique. So for me, it's a real motivator to get busier and busier. Yeah.
Well, that's like for us to show up sometimes. It's like, okay, yep, we have doctor's rounds tonight, Mastermind. So yeah, it's always exciting. And the best masterminds for us are the ones where we're not there, and we just listen to the replays.
Like Monday.
Yeah, it's the fifth Monday of every month when we do that. Yeah, it's exciting to hear that you guys can do it, and you know.
We had we had our outline, and it went really well. People were just kind of maybe helping. They were adding. Maybe they were talking more than normal, but it was a good meeting.
Yeah, well, and that's what we hear. That you support each other.
Yeah.
And a lot of times during, you support each other during normal times when Dr. Amy and I are both there. But a lot of times when we're there, we'll have to ask. Hey, how about what's your idea on this? What's your idea? And then we'll get it. But when we're not there, it seems like you guys just are freer with putting it out there. So that's always exciting.
Yeah. I work with Veterinarian, and I have a highlight of the day it's a father-son that they asked me if they referred a dog, would they appreciate it if they didn't give them any medications? And I thought I was so excited because they were really thinking.
Yes.
Which I can so that they're, nothing's covering up their symptoms.
Yeah.
So that was a real positive.
That was huge. That's taken you 4 years, but you've got there. Yeah. Yeah. That was awesome. So I know sometimes you miss because you're sporting. So that's,
I do. And that's as long as I can, but I do listen to the replays.
Yep. Yeah. So even if you miss, you can listen to the replays. That's always the thing. And sometimes we even present your cases when you're not there.
You do. Yeah. Yes, I do. Yeah. I really like presenting. I know I need to learn. My videos are not the best. I need to work on videos.
Yeah.
But, it really helps when people can see. And so they're giving their opinions, even though we're on a webinar, and they can see what's going on that I might not have seen that they swayed this way or, so it really helps to pinpoint the little small changes.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah.
So I know one time you told me something about you were somewhere at a polar plunge and you talked
today. There was this thing at the New Year's Day polar bear plunge. And I wear my Animal Chiropractic sweatshirt, my ACES sweatshirt. I wear it all the time because it's nice and warm. But I get a lot of comments. And a girl came up to me who is thinking of becoming an animal chiropractor.
All right, cool.
So we are setting up a time to get together and talk about what she needs to do. Hasn't quite decided if she's going to go the chiropractic or the vet route. But just that she noticed and she's interested. She's probably early 20s. Yeah.
So there's a couple of new philosophically sound chiropractic colleges out there. And one is in California. And they're using a different model. It's combining online.
Oh.
And so for the first couple years, there's some online. Then there's some, I think it's only like a year and a half of actually at the campus.
Yeah, we need.
And then a internship.
Okay.
Which can be done at the chiropractor of their choice, which could be, you know, at home or whatever. They have to do so many adjustments, but, you know, it's their clinics, but it's actually as an internship, so they can do that in their hometown even.
Wow. Do you know what the school is?
Yeah, Campbellsville. It's in Kentucky, but they actually have one in California.
Oh, like, okay. Okay. Well, you know what? Let me look that up so I have that knowledge to tell them about.
Yeah. So they actually have one in California. Now, yeah, and I believe that I think 2 years. They're still on like the probationary thing.
Right. To become accredited.
Yes. But their students will get to take the test. So
Okay. I'll look that up.
yeah, but it's Campbellsville, and it's
Campbellsville.
because we've had a couple students from there.
Okay. Great. Thank you. I didn't know that because it's been many years since I went to chiropractic school.
Well, yeah, and there's definitely a bunch of different philosophies, and you know, and some of them are teaching, you know, medical practitioner instead of, you know, good chiropractic philosophy, and so I think with the young students, you know, and I think sometimes, you know, staying close to home is important for some of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
I'm glad the philosophy of chiropractic is so interesting.
yes.
Philosophy and history. I think
Yes.
that's one of my favorite parts of the education.
Yeah. Well, we're pretty strong in both of those.
Yeah.
And the history is, the more I learn about history, the more I'm amazed that, one, that chiropractic survived, and two, that the drug profession is as money driven as it is.
Yeah, I know.
And I find out that more all the time, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
It is. It's a hard hurdle to jump over
Yeah.
and over again.
Yes. So you talked about coming to ACEs, but did you have any other choices, or why did you choose ACEs?
You know, the other school, I believe one of them was out of the country.
Yeah, there's one in Canada, yeah.
And then I think it was Michigan. It was really talking with Dr. Amy and having that face-to-face and just really talking that made me decide this is where I want to be. And
Cool.
she's so, you know, listened and talked, and that's never changed. I mean, it's been 5-6 years now, and everyone's always available. And you know that you guys really care. And so that was why. That's what I picked up from her, and it was the right choice.
Well, I'm glad. We're glad you came. Let's see. I think we've talked about everything except any parting words of wisdom for anybody that's listening.
Well, I think chiropractic is phenomenal. It is primary health care for people and for animals. And if people would use chiropractic for a year, once a month for a year with their animals, once a month for them, they would see the improvements. They would see what that nerve flow has done for that animal. You have to give it time and know that they will heal themselves, but you have to give it that time.
Yeah. Yep. Yes. Remember, we're just facilitators. So yes, as healthcare professionals. So everybody out there listening, thanks again for tuning in. Remember, the body heals one way and one way only: above, down, inside out. Keep those atlases adjusted, and we'll see you next time.
If you are or know a veterinarian or chiropractor, or a student of either of these professions, visit our website, Animal Chiropractic Education Source, to see how to become certified in animal chiropractic. Start improving the lives of the animals around you. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to the ACES channels so that you never miss an exciting episode.